So what you're looking at is basically the summation of the knowledge that I'm trying to put into one place in order to help everyone I possibly can understand how I think about movements. So over here, what you have is my Canva. I called it progressions because it's designed to show you how I progress through different activities, through different exercises. Um, Starting on the far, far, far left, you can see here, let me just kind of highlight it for you, see if it will let me. Let me use a nice, let's do a nice orange to stand out. You can see over here, this is where I have the titles of whatever that motion is. So this is the like a grand unified map of all of the exercises that I am focusing on. And they're broken down by region, right? So it's broken down, if in case you can read it here, hip flexor, hip abductors, hip extensors, knee extensors, and then shoulder down to shoulder. So it's kind of alphabetical. But the idea is I'm starting with a muscle group or a movement like shoulder flexion. And I'm going with that and saying, okay, what is the lowest level exercise that I know of for shoulder flexion? And it could be for a whole host of reasons. It could be just to reestablish mind muscle connection. It could be, hey, I really am getting good at um, dumbbell lateral or dumbbell front raises, or hey, I'm getting kind of bored. I've been doing shoulder press forever. What's another way I can exercise my shoulder flexors? That's what I'm putting together here. Is a progression from easy, which is all the way on the left, to hard, from simple to complicated, from one movement to compound movements. And what you're going to notice when you go through this, link in the description, by the way, what you're going to notice when you go through this, and I highly encourage you to, is that it doesn't always seem to make sense. That's even if you've had schooling, because what you'll be looking at with one of these movements is, okay, this is an open chain movement and there's no resistance. And the next one is an open chain resisted movement. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, or I could deviate to something else and now I have a closed chain, no resistance movement. Part of what I'm doing here is fleshing out what exercises make the most sense based on muscle activation. And that is something that is subject to change based on either science or personal experience. And also, hey, it's mine. I'm going to make mistakes. I'm human, and my opinion and my perspective of why I'm putting something somewhere might just be my personal opinion. So let's take a look here at the like a little bit of a drill in. So here you can see a little bit of what I'm talking about. Pardon me being in the way, but we have hip abductors and knee extensors. And so I am trying to do this a little bit alphabetically. Going forward, what I'm probably going to end up doing is organizing them a little bit better where there's more crossover like you see here. So wherever you see any crossover, like this spot right here, you're going to see me going in there and trying to connect things together to, let me get rid of that, there, to try and make connections to exercises and why they're multifunctional. For example, right here, lateral lunges. Pretty awesome exercise. It has the ability to stretch the adductors on one side while also strengthening them. It can also engage your glute med. I mean, it does. It can also engage your knee extensors, which it does. It can also engage your glute max, which it does. Some of the movements, the way that they just are multi-muscle group engagement movements. That's what I'm trying to convey with this. So that way, if programming's become sterile, if your gym exercises have become boring and stale, you can go and work a muscle group or gain inspiration. Again, pending if you've been cleared by a medical professional to do so. How many times have y'all gotten tired of hearing me say that? To use this for inspiration and ideas. And what's cool about the Canva here is that you can go to any one of these videos and you can click on it in the actual website, and it will start playing for you. All of these are playable. Some of them are still on YouTube, but the vast majority of them are on Rumble. Um, and again, I highly encourage you to go through it. You can look at them in sequence. You can go and say, okay, here's how I do hip abduction. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. What about if I do clamshells? Okay, what if I do curtsy lunges? All of those things, down to resisted sidestepping. And again, this is something that's going to keep changing as I keep updating things. So by no means is it done, and by no means is it static. And if you join the Discord, that's how I'm going to get feedback from you all. I mean, here on Rumble, it's awesome if you guys leave comments. It'll be pretty great. It'll be really helpful. But Discord is where you're going to catch my attention, and you're going to see me hanging out, and you'll say, hey, I think actually, you should do a video on this one because it's kind of like curtsy lunges, and I think that there'll be a tie-in to intermuscle group here. So this is the grand unified map of everything that I'm putting together, and then we're getting into the specific movements, and then my ambition is to get down into specific muscle groups if I can. So like you'll notice if you scroll all the way to the top of this, which I'm not going to do here, you'll see ankle exercises, and there's like a single ankle video that I have there because it's all the movements we can do with the ankle with open chain, but I'm going to be adding more videos there. So this is what I want to kind of put out as a teaser for you all so you can see what I've been up to. You can check it out. The link will be in the description if it isn't already. So please, please, please check it out. Please, please, please leave me feedback. Please, please, please give me videos and movements that you want me to do. I'm sorry that today wasn't an exercise video. I'll get back to those soon. Feeling a little bit under the weather today, so I just didn't feel like doing something. I knew that I could record this and put it out as a little bit of a teaser to you all. So check out the Discord, check out the Canva. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Stay fit, stay healthy, and stay awesome. And until next time, keep being awesome.